the Red Wings have made a long-awaited change behind the bench. The team announced Thursday that former Kings head coach Todd McLellan has been signed to a multi-year deal to become the 29th bench boss in Detroit franchise history. Head coach Derek Lalonde and associate coach Bob Bowner have been relieved of their duties. 3 straight losses heading into the holiday break were the final nail in the coffin for Lalonde, who had been on the hot seat for over a month. Darren Dreger of TSN reported in late November that a 3-game homestand, during which they ended up going 1-1-1, was likely Lalonde's last chance to finish out the season. While he got some grace to continue in his role beyond that, general manager Steve Yzerman's patience has now run out. The Wings both expected and needed to take a step forward in 2024-25. They finished with a 41-32-9 record last season, just narrowly missing out on their first playoff berth since 2016, and also marking their first season above .500 since that year. But a horrid campaign offensively so far for the Red Wings, who rank 29th in the league at 2.56 goals per game, has them with a 13-17-4 record at Christmas and 8 points back of the Senators for the final wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference. Yzerman hired both Lalonde and Bowner in the 2022 offseason after the Wings cleared out their previous coaching staff, led by Jeff Blashill. It was Lalonde's first crack at being an NHL head coach after winning 2 Stanley Cups as an assistant on John Cooper's staff with the Lightning. Earlier in the decade, Lalonde had served as a head coach with the USHL's Green Bay Gamblers, the ECHL's Toledo Walleye, and the AHL's Iowa Wild. The 52-year-old Lalonde's tenure behind the Detroit bench ends with an 89-86-23 record .508 points percentage in 198 games. Since the beginning of the 2022-23 season, the Red Wings record ranks 26th in the league, their 3.03 goals per game ranks 19th, and their 3.33 goals against per game ranks 27th. Unlike last season, keeping the puck out of their net hasn't been the Wings' biggest problem. Thanks to veteran Cam Talbot putting up all-star numbers in his 17 starts, things are likely better than they would otherwise be under a Lalonde system that's posted below-average numbers at both ends of the ice. Detroit isn't close to controlling the majority of shot attempts, 46.8%, scoring chances, 46.7%, or high-danger chances, 45.5%, at 5-on-5, nor were they last year or the year before. It's also not surprising to see Bowner leave. His responsibilities included overseeing the team's penalty kill, which clicked at a near league-worst 68.8% rate this season. The 53-year-old previously served as the head coach of the Panthers, 2017-19, and Sharks, 2019-22, where he accumulated a 147-147-45 record for an even .500 record, and failed to make the playoffs in any of his 5 seasons behind the bench. In comes McLellan and assistant Trent Yawney, who have worked together in McLellan's previous head coaching stops in San Jose, Edmonton, and Los Angeles. It's also a return of sorts for the veteran McLellan, who served as an assistant on Mike Babcock's staff in Detroit from 2005 to 2008 and won a Stanley Cup. Detroit is the 57-year-old McLellan's 4th stop as an NHL head coach, and today's news ensures he'll